My name is Lucsa Gilman. I'm an adventure photographer and filmmaker. We're in Iceland touring around shooting surfing and kayaking and just exploring the amazing landscape that Iceland is. It is one of my favorite places on the planet, honestly. Beautiful landscapes, magical spires in the ocean. You see everything from the velvety green grass to these like jagged rocks, to blue skies, to moving water, and pretty much every texture and color you can think of. It's like something out of a fairy tale. All these things just make for a phenomenal palette to start with, and my photography, I start with the background first. I specialize in what I call, in this sort of funny sense, big landscape, little person. And there's a fine line between that person being an element and being too small or too large. I like places that are a little further off the beaten path and that are not simple. To have that surfer who may only be 15% of the total frame, very small in a very large field, and have somebody look at this sunrise and be like, oh wow, what a beautiful sunrise, what a beautiful place, and then be like, is that a surfer? Oh wow, and then they look closer and he's so sharp. You see the smile on his face, you see every droplet of water falling off of his board, and to me, it's kind of like selling the dream, right? I want people to look at my images and be like, I want to be there. I want to be in that spot. Our eyes see millions of colors, millions of textures, you know, we see all kinds of depth of field. I want my images to sing with those nuances as well. I want to show exactly how I saw it. So we just got here, we're outside of Vik, Iceland, and we're shooting a time lapse with the D810, the exposure smoothing. But the main purpose of today is to go out and shoot tight action stuff, but to maximize what we get, because it's a very short window. The sun comes up, beautiful light. We've got great sets of waves rolling in. I'm just really excited about what we can produce in a really short amount of time. Rock and roll, Eric.
And the light's phenomenal.
Yeah, the light's great. So.
Yeah.
This is what happens when the wave closes out on you and you have to bail out. With the wind like that, it looks like Frogman flying off the top. I hate to laugh.
Surfing in Iceland's amazing. You're always by yourself, and so the solitude, and when you catch a wave and you're in that moment, it's a very slow, surreal situation of just floating across water, and then you're surrounded in this landscape and you're by yourself, and look, just the feeling is, it's poetic.
Wherever I go in the world, I try to take something away that really is, can sum it up in one frame. And Iceland is really known for the Icelandic horses. And I've been looking for this perfect scene, and we sort of just happened upon it as we're driving down one of the 3 roads in Iceland.
Right now we're parked on the side of the road in Iceland, and we're going to be hiking up into that canyon where I found some good waterfalls to run.
Good, dude. It's not bad for a day job. The weather's starting to come in, but we found this amazing waterfall, and we've been using the D810, shooting 2 cameras synced, and it's been amazing. Shooting 5 frames a second, perfect, because it allows me to look and to, in the edit, pull out that decisive moment that in that sequence where Joel had the perfect body position, his kayak is the perfect spot on the waterfall, and it gives me a lot of options. And we've been getting some absolutely amazing shots.
I stepped off the edge and launched into the air, and that was just kind of the cherry on top of the whole experience. Is just like this moment of
like what an incredible place. In the moment, I was like, this looks perfect. And then seeing the images, that image captured, you know, how crazy it felt.
I'm not only a photographer, but I'm a storyteller, and that's where the film comes in. To be able to go out and shoot 36 megapixel stills and then flip right over and shoot 60p and start shooting slow motion video on the same camera, have that amazing video to go back, shows the whole story. A kayaker going off a waterfall in slow motion and see his expression, see how he impacts the water. I think that's just really a game changer. Photography is about capturing what's in front of you at that very moment. You're always trying to put yourself in the best possible situation to succeed. I feel like the more you go out and the more you struggle to make these images, the more rewarding they are in the long run. Wow. These trips, sometimes they're 10 days, sometimes they're a month long, and there's really like seriously moments out of all of those trips. It could be a few seconds or a few minutes where everything comes together. That perfect moment, that intersection of beautiful light, the action, and you have to be ready. I feel like that really shows through in my photography, that it's not just, it's not a snapshot. So we're at the glacier yesterday. Joel's paddling around and there's these icebergs and it's this beautiful scene, and all of a sudden these seals pop up, and it's something that you couldn't script. Things like this, being able to travel light and fast, being able to have a camera that's super easy, that really allow us to produce things that are unexpected and really magical. It was instantly apparent that this new camera, the D810, was something special. And you look at the image and it's almost like you can feel the wind on your face. You can feel the sun on your back, and you can see every ripple, every texture, every nuance, and there's just something magical about that. And being able to show that in one single frame is unheard of.